Guys, it's Ohei with Gunga and Grow Strong, and I'm back here with another video. Today we're going to talk about Roda management. Now, many of y'all may not know what Roda management is. I'm going to include this on my Ohei's Music Mastery program. I'm going to put it in there in the dashboard. Everyone else will be able to access this out here, but if you're looking to step up your game in capoeira music, check out that. I'll put the link below. Okay, so Roda management. Okay, so this in our group is a prerequisite, or it's a requirement to become a graduado. Now, of course, newer graduados aren't going to be as good as it unless they teach class and aren't a lot of Rodas. They're not going to be as good as a grandmaster, someone who's managed Rodas their whole life, or for years and years and years, for decades. So it is very essential. Now, if you're going to start a school, or if you teach classes, or if you're the leader of a group, this is essential as a capoeira teacher. You need to learn how to manage the Roda, and this goes far beyond just being able to play the Bermimbau. Many graduados, and even have a couple professores in my mind who don't even have these skills, but it's essential. It sucks. It's just not standing up there and playing and singing. You've got to have the presence of mind, and we're going to get into the details. Okay, so before we go on, I just want to make sure that you know that the Bermimbau is the leader of the Roda, the capoeira Roda. Okay, and it's usually the gunga goes to the most senior player of the group, and that's not to say that when the master comes and he wants to play out go, he's going to play out go and sing and control the Roda from there. I've seen it many a times. Messer Jolon on atabaque or go, grau mestre dunga. He'll never leave the atabaque. He loves the atabaque. He sings. It's amazing. But 99% of the time, it's going to be the gunga. And so if you're playing Bermimbau and they ask you for the gunga, you may just offer him off the master or the highest ranking guy the gunga. A lot of times he might not even take it. He'd be like, I don't like the way that one feels. Whatever. I like playing the measure. I like the viola. But gunga most senior. All right, let's go ahead and get started. Now there's some prerequisites that you need to have. Number one, you got to be proficient in all the instruments that you play in the group. Okay, so it doesn't mean you have to be amazing or a rock star, but you have to be proficient, which means adequate. Okay, and many of your some groups they don't have go. Some groups they don't use heckle. So whatever it is that your group is, be able to play those all. Number two, be able to sing and play those same instruments. Okay, so at least adequately. That way, if you can sense something that goes wrong, you're able to sense it. Whatever happens to be, and then taking care of that. And then finally, you have to have what's called, what pianists and drummers call independence, right? Independence is one hand is doing something, like if you're a drummer, playing a hi-hat, while the other one's doing completely different, your foot's doing something different. Or a pianist, he's playing a bass line over here, and with his right hand, he's playing chords and solos. So that's the same thing. You have to be able to play the Roda, manage it, and see if anything's going on at the same time. Pivot, make decisions, improve, make modifications, on your feet. So that's essential. And the last one is you have to be conditioned. If you can't play the Bermimbau for 20 minutes straight, then you're probably not going to have good management skills, Roda management skills. Same thing. One time I played atabaque for a whole event. I was like, holy smokes, my hands hurt. Okay, but not that I faltered, but I did feel it afterwards. So a lesser trained bachirista would have quit or called someone to come bail him out. So you have to have the conditioning to play those instruments for long periods of time. Okay, let's go ahead and move on. What's the responsibilities of Roda management when you're managing a Roda? Number one, the music, right? It's the main thing. Being able to have smooth beginnings, good transitions, good endings, clear vocals, right? So it's usually going to be you singing, or maybe it's someone else, but to at least put someone in there who's going to be singing clear, audibly, and also that there's crowd participation. This means people are singing. Okay, so that's the basic. That's the basic of it. Number two, if any of those previously mentioned things are not adequate, you have to be able to recognize that and then modify that. Right? So it may be stopping the Roda completely. So masters do that. They'll stop the Roda, yes, and they'll tell a story and then change it. It may be to change the energy. It may be because it was wrong, and they'll correct you. But a lot of times it's just a start and stop. Or if they're at a bachizado, okay, we did the second chords. Here come the third chords, and we started up again. It may be pumping the crowd up while the ship is moving, right? While the Roda is going, being able to correct it as it's moving. So that's also very important. Or another way it might look, okay? Right? Hey, sing the song. And then maybe also switching to an easier song. So sometimes you can't jam it in their mind if you're with some newer capoeiristas in the Roda. They don't know that cool song that you're singing. You may have to just dumb it back down, water it back down, see now, ba na way, right? Or whatever, something easier. It doesn't have to be that, but you have to recognize that and not try to force your ego in there. Because remember, we want the goal of the Roda to be good energy, whatever it happens to be. Okay, moving on. Next, you have to be able to, as you get better, right, is being able to tell the story of the Roda. Every Roda has a different personality, depending on the type, right? So it should have usually it's a nice beginning, slow in the beginning, passionate, then it gets medium tempo, funky and good, and then it goes to a fever pitch, high energy, fever pitch, fast moves, takedowns, okay, and then you stop it there and say, bon voyage, like that, okay? So we used to take a lot of criticism because many people in our group would just go, ready, 1, 2, 3, so, ding dong dong, ding dong dong, and they would slam into it without the Roda ever having a personality. The personality was jump in there, kick someone in the head, okay? Because that's what the music said to do, right? 1, 2, 3, and it was just like that. So that comes with more experience, learning how to tell the story or give the Roda a personality. Okay, moving on. Same one. And number 4, this is about maintaining the integrity of the Roda. This means the circularness of it. Okay, a lot of times people start wondering, if a fight breaks out, it pushes, or someone does an acrobatic and it opens up on one side, people flinch. You have to be able to maintain the integrity of the Roda, okay, that it's circle, that all the energy is aimed inwards constantly. You know, it's a constant management thing. It's very important. It seems like a small thing, but it's very important to keep all the energy in. And that is like, don't let your energy escape. Keep it all in there. Okay? That's very important. Number 5, we're going to talk about another important one. So we had the music, we had the integrity. Now we're talking about detecting threats. Now this becomes it's very contingent on your independence, right? Being able to play the music, manage the Roda, and then detect threats. Now this may be strangers that come to your Roda, maybe a stranger class, rambunctious students, you know, a guy that likes to kick and drop people maliciously. You have to keep an eye on that and intervene. You have to, and one of the things, I have a story on that, is that the most dangerous person is like a third court, because they know enough to be dangerous, but they don't have enough control yet, so they're wild. So keep an eye on that. That comes with experience. That comes with being in Rodas. It's coming with having a master tell you how to do it, or showing you, and talk about it later. Or if there's any beef, you have to watch the personality clashes. If someone's a beginner and going up against someone else, you have to get in there by the game. Say, yeah, get someone else in there, give someone the look, one of your top guys, send them in there to make it safe, and those kind of diffusing techniques. So that's detecting threats. Now this last one is optional. I mean, this is what you want to strive for, and this is like the secret dynamics. After you've learned all the basics of that, and trust me, a lot of graduados, they need those, but everything I just said, those guys are lagging. I've seen a lot of underachieving guys out there, even professores. I could think of 2, 3 professores, a handful of them already, who don't have these skills. They think it's just getting up there and playing and singing. No, okay, this is a lot more. So now here's the secret dynamics. These are the high level stuff. These are the chess moves. These are the setups. I'll put a link to the video, The Secrets of Capoeira. It was a good one that I did a few years ago. How to set someone up, set them up for a trap. Get someone in there to get their ass kicked. To get them dropped. There needs more ass kicking in Capoeira. It's a lot of this hippy dippy. We are the world stuff. When the Capoeira loses it's martial art. That's why people is thinking it's just some dance. Okay, so there's a time and place for everything, of course. So these secret dynamics, how to call the game. Hey guys, y'all 2 goes off. Maybe you want to see 2 players that are awesome in the Roda. It doesn't have to be malicious, but it's like, God, these guys, I want to see these guys. And someone tries to buy the game, you tell them no. Okay, so these are the high level tricks that you would know with a lot of experience. And I'll make another video just on those also. But for now, just know that those exist, and this is one of the top things that you're trying to strive for. Okay, so that's the video on Roda management. Let's quick. So remember the fundamentals, the beating bows, the music, the integrity of the Roda, and the detecting threats. Okay, and then of course the secret advanced moves. So guys, if you like this type of video, then leave a comment below. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and we'll see you in the next one, guys. Ashe.